Good morning, guys, and welcome to Monday's FRT Gold live video. Hope that you're all doing well and had a really good weekend. Certainly full of sport, wasn't it? With plenty of decent horse racing on, and of course the World Cup, the US Open, and some Test cricket as well. So it certainly was a big sporting weekend, and the sport continues throughout the week with Royal Ascot getting underway tomorrow. Of course, the World Cup still keeps going, but our focus here at FRT Gold is now fully on, well, today's racing to start with, but then it's all about Royal Ascot, and of course we've got one eye on that today as well. 5 days of just world-class horse racing, the biggest event in the flat racing calendar, no doubt about that. It's the equivalent to jumps racing's Cheltenham. You know, it's that big. It's going to be an absolutely cracking 5 days of action, no doubt about that. Can't wait for it. And it all gets underway tomorrow. Looks as though the ground is drying out as well. I think it's sort of good all over at the moment, and that would be fantastic. Might even be good to firm in places, perhaps, because I think they had a much needed downpour at the weekend that just sort of softened things out a little bit, and it means that they probably don't have to water at Ascot, but we don't have to worry about the ground. I think it's always going to be great there, especially as the weather, as I say, seems to be on the turn and doing well. So feels like a good Monday morning today, actually. A little bit of a frustrating weekend, but still a profitable week last time out, and hopefully we can really boost that bank ahead of Royal Ascot today and have a fantastic day. So yeah, a decent Monday with that starting tomorrow, and also 4 meetings today that seem to be decent in their own right as well. We go to Carlisle, it's then over the jumps at Newton Abbot, and we're also at Windsor and Nottingham. Those 2 meetings taking place this evening. Plenty for us to go through here. We'll go through the premiumship, the next best bet, and then the 2 horses making up the Lucky 15, and then we will just look at those 3 Group 1 races from Ascot tomorrow. They're the 3 taking centre stage. Gets underway with an absolute bang, to be honest. 3 Group 1s in one day is a real treat, and you don't get that at many other events. So yeah, going to be a busy video, I hope, today. If you've got any questions about any of today's tips, any of Royal Ascot races, anything like that, please do feel free to join in this Q&A. If you can't join in the Q&A, or maybe you're not watching the video live, something like that, remember you can just give us an email, joe@freeracingtips.co.uk. You can get in touch via Twitter at freeracingtips7, and then it's facebook.com/groups/FRT Gold if you wanted to join in them. Plenty of ways for you to get in touch, and any horse racing queries, tips, questions, anything like that, do feel free to get in touch. So let's start off today by looking at the premium tip, and that goes in the 8:20 at Nottingham. And our tip here is Giant Steps Ahead. Now, this horse was at 9 to 4 when sent out to all Gold members at around about 8 o'clock this morning. Was at 9 to 4. Now, the best price you can get is 6 to 4, and that's only with one bookmaker. The rest of them are all 11 to 8. I've even seen 5 to 4 in some places. So there's some huge money coming for this horse. No non-runners or anything as yet. So, it's just simply this horse is being backed and backed and backed, and that's got to be a good sign, especially if you got that 9 to 4. This horse actually won really easily at the Yarmouth last time out, and Seb Sanders didn't have to do an awful lot once he got the horse in front, to be honest. Won fairly easy and somewhat bolted up. That form's been boosted big time as well, with the second place a horse on that day going on to win in the next race. So that form's looking really sharp, and I think the 5-year-old, it has a £6 penalty, but I think he could still be really, really well treated. We'll enjoy the surface today. We'll enjoy the ground. It's a fairly quick surface again at Nottingham, and I think he can go in again today, and looks to be fantastic value for the win. Or certainly was fantastic value at 9 to 4. I thought that looked a bit of a juicy price, and as Gold members, you got that, whereas a lot of the other members were probably only looking at around about 7 to 4 when they got it, at about 9:30 instead of your 8 o'clock. So that is a big difference, and an advantage of being a Gold member. I know they're not coming the night before at the moment. Hopefully we will get that up and running again soon, but you're still getting yours first, and you are still getting very much the best value on the tip. So yeah, premium tip looks to be a really good one today. Feeling confident, and that's in the 8:20 at Nottingham, so we've got a little while to wait there. It's Giant Steps Ahead in the 8:20 at Nottingham, being backed from 9 to 4 into around about 6 to 4, but 11 to 8 with most bookmakers. Right, the next best bet for today, that goes in the 5:15 at Carlisle, and our tip here is Dancing Alpha, currently a 3 to 1 shot. Now, we've seen this horse on just the one occasion, but he did well to finish 4th at Newcastle over 7 furlongs in in what was fairly testing ground. I think it was soft ground on that day, and it's going to be a lot quicker today, but it could be a smart move from Connections to move the horse up to a distance of 1 mile and 1 furlong. I think on better ground he might handle that just a little bit better, and I think maybe 7 furlongs on good to firm, or good to firm, might be a little bit too sharp for the horse, but those extra couple of furlongs can mean that he might be able to settle quite well and perhaps dictate the pace somewhat, and yeah, use the pace that he does have in the end if he's kept a fair bit in the tank as well. Yeah, so I think that's a smart move. Has experience on the racetrack, which many of these don't, and as we know and as we've seen in many of our tips over the last couple of weeks, that can prove to be vital, and that's why I think Dancing Alpha looks to be a really good next best bet of the day. Looks to be good value at 3 to 1 especially, but at 3 to 1, although it's the same price we offered this morning, 3 to 1's not available with all bookmakers, and I would imagine most of them are going to be at 11 to 4 soon, because there seems to be a bit of money coming for this horse there in the 5:15 at Carlisle. Our next best bet. Right, we'll move on to the 2 other horses today, and they can, as I say, be made to put as a lucky 15, but if you did want to, you can just do a 1-point win-only bet for each of them. These 2 horses today are Secret Gesture in the 7:50 at Nottingham from 6 to 5 now into even money, and then finally it's Igida, and that's in the 8:35 at Windsor, currently a 2 to 1 shot. Potential returns from £1 stakes for this lucky 15. It's going to be from about £270. It's going to be around about £200 mark now, with the money coming for Secret Gesture and a lot of money coming for Giant Steps Ahead as well. So hopefully you managed, if you did get a lucky 15 on, hopefully you managed to get that a little bit earlier on and got some good value there. So they're all of today's tips. If you've got any questions about any of them, please do feel free to get in touch. Feeling good that we could have a really good start to the week today. All races we have to wait a little bit of a while for. 5:15 is the first one that gets underway, so yeah, it might be a bit of a long afternoon in waiting for that, but certainly going to be very busy with all the all the prep going for Ascot. Just a reminder, if you head to freeracingtips.co.uk/category/big and then -races, you'll see all our previews for Ascot. They'll be going up for tomorrow. They'll be going up this afternoon, and then for Wednesday's racing, they'll be going up tomorrow afternoon, things like that. So you as a gold member, you'll probably already know what I fancy and an anti-post fancy for me. But if you really want to see the reasons why, and also maybe digest the race for yourself, maybe you don't want to dive into the archives too much and really research your form too much. That's also what those anti-post previews are for. You can just click on and take a look and just see an actual some actual analysis from how the horse got on last time and form and things like that, rather than just looking at maybe some figures and a bit of a generic thing. So hopefully something a little bit different that you can enjoy there. So yeah, they'll be going on the website throughout this afternoon. So 3 Group 1s, as I said, taking place tomorrow, and yeah, there's no other way to get Ascot underway really. It's going to be an absolute cracker. Gets underway with the Queen Anne Stakes, of course, a race that Frankel famously took, in 2012 it would have been, I believe. And this year we've got a very, very warm favourite in the shape of Toronado at 10 to 11. Now, this horse hasn't been seen yet this year. Sorry, the horse hasn't been seen yet this year, but the Hannon Yard seem to be very, very sweet on him. I think Richard Hannon even said something along the lines of that Toronado is set to blow us all away, and obviously when a trainer says something like that, the horse is going to be lumped into. I think this horse could just be a little bit too good, to be honest. I think you've got, likes of Soft Falling Rain might be a decent shout with 7s. Tullius has not let himself down in Group 1s, but perhaps might find the ground a little bit too quick, and perhaps this a bit, maybe one race too far in terms of going right up to the top quality. But Tullius at 12s could be a decent each way bet, but Toronado at 10 to 11 I think is going to take all the beating, and could possibly get the Royal Ascot off to a winning start for punters there. Then we go to the St James's Palace Stakes, another Group 1, and this is the race of the week so far for me. It's going to be an absolute cracker. It's the 2,000 guineas repeated with Kingman and Knights of Thunder. Current prices 11 to 10 about Kingman, 9 to 4 about Knights of Thunder. I'm with Kingman all day long here. Even I know it's a little bit of a short price, but I think Kingman's the better horse. I really do. That might divide some opinion, but a decent little bet for me might be a Kingman and Toronado double. Perhaps they're a bit too short, and maybe you need to up your stakes somewhat to get to those to get some real profit out of those as singles. But as a double, Kingman and Toronado pays just over 4-1 with Bet Victor for the double, and I've just done that personally myself. I had a little dabble in that, just over 4-1, and I think both horses are going to take all the beating, and yeah, that could be a little bit of a double to get us off to a winning start from Ascot there. Right, after that one, it's the King's Stand Stakes, which is probably there's no doubt about it, it's the most wide open of the Group 1s, of those trio of Group 1s. On Tuesday, you've got Hot Streak at 4-1, Shay 5-1, so Shay 9-2, sorry, Soul Power is your 5-1 shot, Pearl Secret at 8-1, and I think it probably is between these four. You've got Soul Power, who was last year's winner, and I personally think it might be between him and Hot Streak. Shay, not personally too keen. I think it's a great horse, but might just need this run at Ascot before maybe having a decent summer here. But yeah, Soul Power winning this last year, and I'll probably be with him at the prices, especially if the ground continues to dry. If there's any sort of good to firm in the description, I'd certainly be with Soul Power. You won't mind good ground, no doubt about that, but I think the quicker the ground, the better for Soul Power. At 5-1, he could be a decent bet. I think was quoted around about 8-1 anti-post marketed in your magazine, which I like that each way. So hopefully you got some of that each way. But yeah, for me, Soul Power on the ground at the moment could be the one there. But that is a race to kind of wait until, I'll give my thoughts and perhaps an anti-post bet if I find some value, because I think if the ground does go more good to firm, then Soul Power will shorten in price, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him go off favourite. I think it'll be a really popular bet. The Irish will come in for him, I don't think there's any doubt about that, and a lot of people will look on course, see that he won it last year, and I think Soul Power could be one of the best backed horses of the day. Might be one to back at 5-1 now, and might be worth laying at maybe 3-1 or something like that, just before the race goes off. But that's just what I think might happen. I think Soul Power might be a really, really well-backed horse tomorrow, but we'll see on that. I might be completely wrong. He might drift out to 10-1. That's the way racing goes, but I do just have a feeling that Soul Power might be very well-backed. Yeah, just a reminder, check out all those previews on the website throughout the day. There'll be plenty of stuff going on the Facebook page and stuff, and through your emails for Royal Ascot. I'm sure we'll run a couple of competitions, a couple of tipping competitions, things like that, and give you all the best offers from the bookmakers. Of course, bookmakers, they're going to be offering all these great, they'll be offering lots of great enhancements. Don't be surprised to see something go Kingman at 4-1 or something like that. But it'll be, as ever, looking after their new customers and not the existing ones. So those of us that have got accounts with most bookmakers, we never get the benefit of them. But we will let you know of any offers that really stick out, especially as some of you don't have accounts with every bookmaker, and it can be worth getting those. So yeah, that's just about it for today's video. Been plenty going on. If you've got any questions throughout the day, then I'm around. I'm at my desk all day, so I'll do my best to email you back as soon as possible. Or if you send me a Facebook message, likewise, I'll get in touch as soon as possible. But yeah, don't hesitate to ask me any questions throughout the day. That's what I'm here for. But hopefully we can have a good day today to start with, before looking too far ahead of Royal Ascot. But yeah, looking forward to today. Thank you for watching today's video. Can't wait for Royal Ascot. We'll speak to you all a little bit later on. It'll be a video same time tomorrow morning, and of course we'll go for even more of Royal Ascot, as it will be only a couple of hours before it gets underway. Thank you for watching today. Speak to you all a little bit later on. Bye bye.